Katie Price has opened up about her split from Peter Andre, saying it upset her son Harvey. Katie reveals in new book Harvey and Me, even mentioning Pete's name to Harvey stresses him out. Pete helped to raise Harvey during the couple's 4-year marriage after the teenager's biological dad Dwight York abandoned him as a baby. But Katie says when they split in 2009 it had a huge impact on Katie's son, who is diagnosed with Prader-Willi syndrome, autism and blindness. The 43-year-old star writes in her new book, "The split from Pete really upset Harvey. It must have been frustrating for him at the time because he couldn't express how he felt. But now he can, and he remembers a lot more than you'd think. It's really sad." Katie also admits Pete's visits to Harvey dwindled following because the teenager refused to see her ex. The teenager now loves to watch them singing their duet "A Whole New World" on YouTube, much to the embarrassment of his mum. She adds, "I began to notice a change in Harvey. He'd say things like, 'Do you want to go see Daddy Peter today?' And he'd shout, 'No.' So then it'd be like, 'But he has a cake waiting for you.' But he wasn't interested and he'd start kicking off. It's probably because the visits were starting to fizzle out and Harvey could sense that. Even mentioning Pete's name to Harvey stresses him out." Katie continues, "Whenever he sees Pete, he'll open up on YouTube on his iPad and start playing the clip of us singing 'A Whole New World.' Every single time, I was in the ground to swallow me up. It's bad enough having to listen back to it, never mind having to listen back to it standing next to Pete." Katie has been spilling a lot of secrets in a new book. In an excerpt published by The Mirror, she said she received terrifying threats from sick gangs planning to kidnap Harvey and demand a £1 million ransom. The first threat came when her now 19-year-old was just 4 and the last was only a few years ago. "He is so innocent, it breaks my heart that anyone would want to hurt him, but we've endured a lot together," Katie tells in her new book Harvey and Me. She continued in the excerpt published by The Mirror that the first threat came when her now 19-year-old was just 4 and the last was only a few years ago. "The police had intel a gang was planning to force me off the road and seize Harvey for a £1 million ransom," Katie said. "They had been watching us and knew Harvey's school. It was utterly terrifying." A second threat saw Scotland Yard warn Katie a gang were planning to stage a car accident so that they could grab Harvey. While a third saw the media personality sent anonymous emails threatening to kidnap him and slash his face if she didn't pay up the £50,000 ransom. "Feeling unsafe in your own home is awful," she concluded. "I still have that feeling of looking over my shoulders. I don't think that will ever go away." Katie also opened up about feeling as though she can breathe again for the first time after Harvey was sent to residential college. The 19-year-old lived with his mum and siblings until August this year, when he moved to Cheltenham, Gloucestershire. "We pay for your stories. Do you have a story for the Sun Showbiz team? Email digishowbiz@thesun.co.uk or call us direct on 020 778 24220. We pay for videos too. Click here to upload yours.